Hi, everybody. My name's Frank Harrison. Um, this is my second attempt at this class, just being perfectly honest. I work for the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation as a television specialist. I work in a position that no one knows what I do. It's not as great as it sounds. The reason why this is my second time around in this class is that, honestly, with my job, I met some challenges that weren't very conducive to the class. To get a better grade in the class, that's why I'm taking the class again. Um, Other than that, and I'm blessed to have Dr. Mack again. Dr. Mack is a great professor. She's phenomenal. Um, but um, as a television specialist, my job is to record content, create content, procure content, and play content over a closed circuit television system where I basically run a small cable system programming several television channels of content for the inmates. I also create content for the state of California, not just the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, but for other agencies, including the legislature. So, uh, my top five strengths are learner, developer, ideation, arranger, and input. I'm a lifelong learner. I love learning stuff. My friends and my family kind of rib me about being a life a lifelong student, a professional student. Although my sister, funny enough, is back in school herself, working on her master's degree at the same time. So we're encouraging each other. Developer, I can see the potential in other people. Um, I've had many jobs where I've been supervisor, and I always consider that my main job as a supervisor is to keep is to get people to be able to do their best, including myself. Um, and that's by recognizing what their strengths are and developing their strengths, as well as helping their strengths complement their weaknesses to make their weaknesses a little stronger so that they're not as weak in those areas anymore. And I think the same can be said about tools and products. Working in television, film, and music, you come up with unorthodox ways to get things done. Ideation, which is basically what we get into. Some things look like they're not supposed to go this way or that way, that they don't match. But if you can find a way to do it, it'll match. Some people aren't into eating exotic foods, things that in basically American food culture that we would never put together. You'll find them paired together in other foods, like for example, satay. I know I'm oversimplifying it, and I don't mean to offend anyone, but satay is basically chicken and peanut butter. Tastes pretty darn good, but when you call it chicken and peanut butter, it doesn't sound really good. But anyone that's had satay thinks it's pretty darn good. Anyway, moving on. A ranger. Um, I am a fairly organized person. I like seeing, but I can see patterns that aren't there and organizations that aren't there. And I guess that's the flexibility that comes with being an arranger. Um, I can see how different things can fit together to make another thing and make another process to achieve similar, pardon me, hiccup or a different goal. And with input, I like to learn more. I like to absorb information. I like to collect information. I have magazines and white papers and a few gadgets here and there. I actually periodically, lately, I found myself going to the thrift shop every now and then because they sell a lot more electronics there. Who knew? I found a $200 roller mouse for $5 at the thrift shop just the other day. I gotta clean it off though. It's kind of gross. Anyway, um, so Trojans, fight on. 2016, walking the stage, cap and gown, master's degree. That's what's up. Have a great time.